These are the car ramps that I was urged to make myself because the ones that I had before would slide on the cement and the asphalt, and they would not allow me to drive up on them. And for some cars that I had, the incline on the ramp was too steep, and the front of the car would hit them before the tires could reach them. The only way that I could use them was to jack up the car and then slide them underneath the tires. At least I could drive off of them if they were not too steep for the particular car that I was using. The ones that I made worked out great and did not slide on anything, including cement. I made them so that lower profile cars are able to drive up onto them. They are durable and allowed me to use them for the heaviest of cars and trucks. And there was little chance of them collapsing. Even my Rhino ramps moved, and my tires seemed to slip on them as the little grip things wore right off. And it really didn't get the car very high. I haven't had any issues at all with slipping while driving up on these. In fact, they're a lot easier to drive up on than any of the other ramps I've had because the inclination angle is about half as steep, and also because the tires grip much better on the wood. These are heavy, but I just stand them up on end and use a dolly to move them with. And I store them that way also. So that way they do not take up very much room. Now I'm going to show you how I made mine, but of course you can make yours not quite as high or make them steeper or less steep. These are made with 2x12s, which are in reality 1.5 inches by 11.5 inches, which makes 7 of them stuck together, total 10.5 inches high. If I was to make them again, I would make them 6 boards high, as when I took off the bottom board, which made them 9 inches tall, I had plenty of room. And also, the lower they are, the safer they are. I made the top platform about 20 inches and the steps about 8 inches apart. In reality, these dimensions are 6.5 inches longer than the ones that I made because I made the steps size a little bit shorter on the top ones, so I did not need to use more than 24 feet of wood. To find out how far away to space your steps, you would first measure from the front of the car down to the ground. That tells you how many boards you can clear without starting up the ramp. Example, if your car measures 5.5 inches from the ground, then you can only clear 3 boards, which would be 4.5 inches. Then measure from the tire to the front end of the car, and then divide that length by the maximum number of boards that you can clear without starting up the ramp, which in this case is 3. If the distance from the tire is 18 inches, then the ramp steps must be 6 inches long. Once you know the lengths that the boards need to be, you can have the lumber store like Lowe's or Home Depot to cut them to size. If the store will not cut them at an angle, then that's okay because your car will go up them just fine anyway. Also, if you want to use smaller denominational wood to cut the cost, like using 2x4s, you can lay them side by side and then alternate the direction of the wood 90 degrees at each different level. Another idea would be to make them into 2 sections so that the ramp can be separated from the platform part. I hope this video helped you, and I hope that you liked it enough to subscribe, as subscribing would be a big help to us, so you'll be able to easily find my other upcoming videos on helpful subjects. And don't forget to click on the thumbs up if you liked the video, and thanks for watching.